I'm back. Apefather's back. Look, I'm going through a tough time, but it's just me. I'm going through the tough time. My kids are happy. My kids went to school today, had a great day, came home. We're getting food, we're in the supermarket. My kids are always doing something. They're always active. They're happy, they're active. But I'm going through things, but it's just personal. It's nothing to do with my kids. I make sure my kids are happy at all times. I make sure their lives are normal and happy, but I'm having a tough time with things, all right? And I'm just keeping it real. I'm going to keep it honest with all of you. I'm having a tough time with the major thing with me is I just cannot believe how quickly my life and my kids' life, our life turned into this new life that we're living in right now. It just doesn't seem possible. Um, Janice, how you doing? How's my day? You know, I don't know who's this here. This is a really nice person, counselor at large. Wow, thank you, counselor at large. That's very nice of you. God bless you, man. Counselor at large. That's a very, very nice, kind heart that you have. Thank you, brother. Um, I'm having a tough day, Janice. You know, Ah, I'm just not, Janice. Look, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with everybody. My life is not going so great. My kids' life, they're fine. My kids are okay. I'm going through a tough time. I'm gonna really get a lot of counseling. It's funny because the guy came here, counselor at large. I gotta get a lot of counseling at large. Maybe I should talk to you. Are you you're a counselor, right? I gotta get more counseling. I gotta just. I'm having too much of a hard time with a lot of things. It's just you got to just try to understand that only a few months ago, if this will make any sense to anybody, I had this amazing life. I had this like wonderful, wonderful life. Just try to understand it. Could you imagine that within just, I don't know, a few months, your whole life changes to the point where your wife passes away, your mother passes away, you lose your entire household income, you have like no support system, no one cares about you, no one calls you, only at their convenience. It's how do you just bring yourself to accept that? Like, how do you bring yourself to say, okay, I get it. This is my new life. Like Janice is like, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to accept it. My kids are living a normal life though. They're going to school. They're coming home. They're hanging out with their friends. They're eating good. They're having fun. But me, it's like I'm in the state of shock. Yeah, it's like I'm in a state of shock, Janice. I'm in a state of shock, and there's really no remedy to this. That's the thing. There's nothing you could do that's going to make this any better. Like, what's the remedy? Tell me. I don't. There's no remedy. You know what I mean? It's like it's insane. It doesn't seem possible. You know what makes it even more crazy? I'll tell you what makes it even more crazy is like I speak to all my friends. When they have time, of course, that is. When it's convenient for them, and their lives are perfectly normal. Like it's just me. It's just me. So, like, in other words, I could talk to any one of my friends. How's your wife? Oh, wife's good. Everybody, how's your mother? My mom's great. My mom's good. My wife's good. Family's good. Life's good. Everything's good, Rich. How are you? How am I? Not the greatest. Not the greatest. So that's what makes it even more crazy, is that you're talking to everybody. Everybody's okay. Everybody's doing fine. And you start thinking like what like you feel like God singled you out. You want to know how I feel? You feel like God singled you out. Like he pointed at you and he said, "I think I'm gonna stir things up here for Rich." And I don't know. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm in a crazy situation. I don't know how to handle it. The only thing I know, and I say this to everyone I speak to, including counselors, is I got to keep life normal and happy for the children, and that's what I do. That's what I do consistently. Consistently, I keep life normal and happy for the kids. But as far as me, I'm living in the twilight zone, man. I'm living in the twilight zone, and I don't think there's anything I could do to rectify it. You know, I don't know. It just like everything seems like so weird. Like I made a video earlier. I don't know if you saw it. Like, did you ever feel like you're living in a world that's not real? Like, it's not the real world, you know? Like you're living in some altered version of the world. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm living in like the like this. It's like, you ever see that show, The Tales of the Dark Side, where it's like this looks like the real world, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's like that's how I feel. Like I feel like I'm in some like altered version of the world. That's some scary, insane version of the world. And I'm still thinking in my mind that like at some point I'm going to go back to the real world. Like at some point I'm going to go back to the world where my wife, my mom is here and everything is normal. But you see, at the end of the day, my wife was everything to me, as well as my mom. I love my mom, but let's just talk about my wife for 1 second. But I love my mom. I love her. I love her so much. I cry for my mom every night. But let's just talk about my wife for a second. Jennifer was my partner, my soulmate, my best friend. So Jennifer had the ability to get me through everything in my life. And she's been doing so for 27 years, okay? For 27 years, Jennifer has been giving me the strength that I need to get past any obstacle, to weather any storm. The fact that Jen is not here, the fact that she's not able to do this anymore is completely mind-boggling to me. 27 years I have depended on my wife for love, affection, emotion, compassion, everything. She's my lady. She's my woman, man. She was always there for me. And my heart and my mind cannot like accept it. Amanda Burnside. I got an email. I'm not saying to you I believe this, Amanda. I got an email saying someone said that you're WTF. I'm not saying that I believe it, but let's just say I got an email from someone saying that. I don't believe it because you're always so nice to me. Amanda's like, what? The thing was actually from someone who's somewhat of a nice person too. So I told them I don't believe them. I actually said it. I was like, no, Amanda's so nice to me. She's on every live stream. I said, listen, there's a lot of, I don't know. It's like, I don't get it. You didn't do anything, you didn't do anything that I would consider mean. I don't know. You're very nice. The only thing is that you created your account 5 days ago. Is there any reason that you created your account 5 days ago? What's the reasoning for that? I'm just curious. Is this a new account? But who cares? Did you ever chat on YouTube before? I used to have a wrench. I just got a new phone. I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, can I be honest with you? All right. As long as people are treating me good, then I'm okay. Like honestly, I really, listen, you seem like a nice person to me. As long as someone is not coming on here hating, It's fine. That's the key. You seem like a really really nice person, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, I don't have a problem with you, Amanda. You haven't done anything to me to upset me. Why do you think Relentless would think that of you? Why do you think she's? Why would she say that for? In your opinion, though. But how do you like? Let me ask you a question. How do you know about like Angie? If you only made your account 5 days ago, like, because Angie hasn't been on here for a while. I actually booted Angie out because she refused to stop doing something I asked her to stop doing, which is we can't be making fun of wives here. All right, whatever. It's all good. I don't really care. Let me get back to what I'm saying. Let me get back to what I'm saying. This is a new phone. Okay. As I said, you haven't done anything wrong to me, so we're good. We're good. Look, unfortunately, when you're a YouTuber, let me just say this really quick, okay? When you're a YouTuber, haters, unfortunately, is kind of like the collateral damage of being a YouTuber. Haters are the collateral damage. You can't get rid of them. It's kind of like the cost of doing business. You know what I mean? It's like you just can't get rid of them. They're like cockroaches. They don't go away. The truth is, I don't mind the haters. This is what they don't understand, these haters. If they treated me with respect and I treated them with respect, they could come on here. Like WTF could come on here right now, example. He could come on this live stream right now and I would not boot him off as long as he was treating me with respect. But the second that he starts acting like a Norman Bates, he's got to go. Where's Mike? What is it? I just got it. That's the thing that WTF doesn't understand. If he acted normal, I would. That's the thing with haters. I once had. I don't know if you remember this. Remember, like that guy, Detective Pikachu. He was on here like every single day, and I didn't boot him off. He was on here every single day on the live streams, and I didn't boot Detective Pikachu off until he acted crazy. Once he acted crazy, he had to go. So it really what it is that haters, you don't have to like pretend to be someone else. Like just to give you like if there are haters here, you don't have to pretend to be someone else. Just be respectful. That's the key. Be respectful. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If he didn't talk all of that, then I would be okay with it. I would be fine. You follow me? In other words, I think haters think in their mind they have to pretend to be like this other person. They have to make up the fact that, oh, let me be someone else. Let me call myself Cindy or something, And then they come on here and then they start acting nice because they figure, oh, this way I can stay on the live stream and Apefather is not going to kick me off. Just no, you could come on the live stream as yourself, but you proved it untrue. What are you talking about? When did I prove it untrue? We talk about with Angie? No, the Angie was a different reason. Angie is making fun of someone's wife. I can't have that. And I actually emailed Angie. Well, who are you talking about? I proved it untrue. He said you got kicked out of Aldi. What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't want to talk about WTF. Look, I don't want to talk about hate. I just said if WTF came to this live stream and was acting normal, no, I didn't get kicked out of nowhere. Okay, look, I don't want to talk about lies. Listen, Vinny, I don't want to talk about lies. Vinny, you're another one who opened up this account 7 days ago. I guess your phone got broke too, right? Vinny opened the account 7 days ago. Everyone's got a new phone. Vinny's got a new phone too. Okay, it's all good. But anyway, look, I understand that. I understand that haters are never going to go away, and I understand it's a point. It's kind of like it's a price of doing business here on YouTube. But like I said, as long as people act normal, as long as people come to this live stream and they're respectful, I got no problem with them. The second they start acting like Norman Bates, they got to go. So with that said, let me get back into what I'm saying. So, you might wonder why I pour out my heart on YouTube, I'm going to tell you all the reasons. The first reason is that I could do a live stream at any time. Think about this. It doesn't matter what time it is. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. It could be 9 o'clock at night. Like right now, it's 8 p.m. It's Eastern time. It's 8 p.m. And what's great is I get instant access. I get instant access to people. So in other words, no matter what time it is, I get instant access. Like I said, Amanda, I'm going to keep this very simple for you, okay? As long as people are nice to me, and you have been nice to me. Listen, Amanda, you have been nice to me. Then I don't care. Even if you are a hater, which I don't think you are, but even if you're a hater, that's fine. If you're not a hater, to me, it makes no difference. To me, it makes no difference if there's a hater or a regular person. As long as that person treats me with respect and comes on this live stream, and so far you've been doing that, Amanda, you only act good. You only act respectful. That's it. So that's all. At the end of the day, that's all I care about. No, but I'm not saying you are a hater, but I'm just trying to say for the people like example, Vinny from Bath Avenue. I'll give you an example. Vinny from Bath Avenue most likely is a hater, right? Okay. I was like 90, like he's probably not really from Bath Avenue. Let's be honest with each other, right? But I don't care because as long as he acts like a nice person and he acts respectful, then I'm good with it. He could be Vinny from Bath Avenue. He could be Vinny from Bensonhurst. He could be Vinny from Bay Ridge. I don't give a shit, As long as he acts nice, that's the key, As long as he acts nice, he acts respectful. He could be Vinny from anywhere. I don't care. Like that guy, he comes here, he says he's from Albania. His attitude is from Nita Bath Avenue. That's funny. That's funny. All right, so getting back. Like I said, Amanda, you've been treating me nothing but with respect, so I have no problem with you, okay? Vinny from the block, yeah. All right, anyway. Janice, your account, you joined it 3 weeks ago, too. Do you have a new phone, too? Everybody's got a new phone. Janice has got a new phone. Vinny's got a new phone. Oh, my God. It's okay. It's crazy, but it's fine. It doesn't matter to me. Janice always treats me with respect, okay? Amanda always treats me with respect. Do you ask questions about Bath Avenue? No, I never would block your account, Janice. It was probably one of the moderators. It wasn't me. Anyway, Janice, you've always treated me with respect. Like I said, listen to me. You know what I base it on? You treat me good. Janice treats me with respect. Okay, Amanda treats me with respect. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. I really don't care. It's fine. What's up, Real Aqua? So now here's an example. This guy Will, he joined 7 years ago. So very likely Will is a real person. Will is a real person. Janice, like I said before, listen to me. God bless you. Listen to me very carefully. I have no problem with you, Janice. I have no problem with Amanda. Both of you have treated me good. So it's all good in the neighborhood, okay? I'm just saying this because I got this email out of nowhere, saying that I got to worry about Amanda, and I'm not worried about her, okay? I'm just saying, Vinny, when someone opens an account like a couple of days ago, it's suspicious. That's all I'm saying. But I got no problem with you. Don't worry about it. Who cares? You're good to me. I'm good to you. Let's leave it like that. I'm just saying, like, Will is real. Will he opened his account like 7 years ago. So that's real. I love everybody. It's fine. Oh my God. It's like, where's this nice guy who started? He started off. He came here. There's a guy. His name was Counselor at Large. Are you still here, Counselor? This great gentleman came on the live stream. He gave like a super chat. I don't know if he's still here. Anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. So the biggest problem that I have with my life right now is the dramatic change in my life. The dramatic change. That's the thing I just can't process. And that's what I would tell a counselor right now. What's up, JN, USMC? Once again, here's someone who has an account for 7 years, okay? JN USMC has an account for 7 years. So anyway, you got Will and you got JN USMC. They got accounts for 7 years. Well, no, meaning the account that you have that you're using on the chat right here. You had it 7 years, both of you. Is that you? That's you? You get more of these? Don't you have like 100 of them at home? Hey, what's up, Brooklyn Marie? See, now here's an example. Brooklyn Marie, her account was open 13 years ago. So she's definitely real. But I remember you said, Brooklyn Marie, you're from another state. You're not from Brooklyn, if I remember correctly, right? You're from another state, right? You're not from Brooklyn, New York. Or were you, like, what's the story behind it? Are you originally from Brooklyn? Yes, you're from Arizona, but you just moved to New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans. I've been there during the Mardi Gras. It was Brooklyn is your dancer name. Ooh, I like that. I bet living in New Orleans is awesome. That's got to be a great place. That's got to be a great place to live. I love New Orleans. If you know what it means to miss New Orleans, miss her every night and day. The biggest problem that I have here, it sucks to live in New Orleans. I would think it'd be amazing. Well, I had a lot of fun, but yeah, you're right. I visited there and I had a lot of fun. I had so much fun, especially during the Mardi Gras. I had a lot of fun. That was the first time I ever ate grits. Was in New Orleans. I just like the whole, like, I'm a musician, so you have to understand. For me, New Orleans is the greatest. People are just jamming in the streets. I love it, man. I love the music scene out there. It's awesome. But it's full of crime and it stinks and healthcare sucks and otherwise the music scene is good. Well, that's what I was talking about, the music scene. I don't know about I don't know about all that other stuff, but the music scene is awesome. But maybe I'll come out there. I'll come visit you. I'll take my kids out to New Orleans. They would love it out there. No, that was just a little joke that we had. There was a lot of these accounts that were open recently, like 3 days ago, 5 days ago, and everybody was saying, "Oh, I got a new phone. That's why I have a new account." It's like a joke, and I would say, "Well, Brooklyn Marie's got an account that she opened like 13 years ago," and they're like, "Did she get a new phone?" It's just a joke. That's all. But the problem I'm having right now, Brooklyn Marie, is my life dramatically changed. My life dramatically changed from literally about 3 months ago. 3 months ago, I had this extremely normal, happy life. I had my beautiful wife. I had my mom. Absolutely. I am going to take the kids on a vacation, so it's a very strong possibility. We should stay in touch. Maybe send me an email. We could communicate if you'd like. It's up to you. My email is Richard LE101 at gmail.com. You send me an email and we could communicate because I'm serious. I'm thinking about actually taking the kids somewhere for the summer. So who knows? It might be New Orleans. I love music, as you know. I love jazz. I love blues. So, but anyway, my email is Richard RICHARD L as in Larry, E as in Edward, 101 at gmail.com. We should talk. Have a nice conversation about New Orleans. I'll tell you about New Jersey. I'm living in New Jersey, Jersey Shore here. But anyway, my life has totally gotten crazy, and I'm having a tough time with it. I'm having a tough time with it. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to being alone. The kids know it too. Is that they go to school and I'm alone. They go to sleep at night. I'm alone with all my thoughts. And it gets real quiet. It gets real quiet, and I'm not used to it, and my brain is not used to it. My heart's not used to it. I'm just not used to being alone. I'm not used to this. And it's like I'm doing everything myself. It's like I got to take care of the kids. I got to take care of the dogs. I got to take care of the house. You know what I mean? It's a lot, man. Nice, Philly. Philly's right next to me. Philly's right next to me. Philly's like, it's not that far away. Thank you, Brooklyn Marie. And let's stay in touch and we could talk. I think you're a really good person. We could you know talk about it, whatever you want to talk about. You could be my therapist. I need therapy right now with everything I'm going through a lot of stuff. You ever dance that crazy horse? Are you a dancer? Is that your occupation? Are you a dancer? I mean, you don't have to tell me. I'm just curious. Is that what you do in New Orleans? Are you a dancer? Well, if you worked at Kraft Foods, that's a big difference, right? I'm reading your message. You said I used to live in Philly and upstate New York, and I worked at Kraft Foods. Is it good money? Do you make good money out there doing that stuff? The money is dope. Nice. Nice. Well, good for you, Brooklyn Marie. That's a nice picture you got there. I'm looking at your profile picture. So that's a nice picture. God bless you. You're an attractive woman. God bless. But yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, Brooklyn Maria. Absolutely. Um, yeah. So that's the thing with me. Is just the change of life is you know what happened to my family. I don't know if you heard about all that stuff, Brooklyn Marie, that we've been going through. We've been going through a lot. We had a tough year. I don't know if you know about all that stuff. We had a real tough year. What's up, JC? How you doing? I definitely need a vacation. I think I need a vacation like ASAP. The kids are almost done with school. I'm at the supermarket. Yeah, isn't it nice? They got these nice leather chairs over here. Yeah, I definitely need a vacation. New Orleans sounds nice. You want to go to New Orleans? I had a lot of fun when I went to New Orleans. I had a lot of fun during the Mardi Gras, and I loved the music scene. I was jamming with everybody. Forgot about it. I was jamming with every musician. It was so much fun. Thank you, Brooklyn Marie. Yeah, we had a tough situation in my family. My wife passed away, and my mother passed away 2 weeks after my wife. If you could believe this, I was like in shock, Brooklyn Marie. I was in shock. I was in complete. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah. I was in complete shock over this, and the thing is, I'm still in shock over it. And it's been a few months later. You mentioned Switzerland. I wish you wouldn't have mentioned that. You just made me think about my wife. My wife, I used to always tell her, Switzerland looks like the most peaceful place in the world. And we were like, we used to always talk about Switzerland. But I think I would stay in the country for now. I don't think I want to go out of the country, for now at least. Well, like I said, New Orleans actually sounds really nice. I'm very serious about New Orleans for the summer. I'm very, very serious about it because it just, I love music. I love the music scene. And now we got a contact out there. We got Brooklyn Marie out there. We got a friend out there. I don't think, not now. No, I don't feel like going to Europe right now. But this guy Brian literally comes on every live stream. He's like, "What's up?" Every live stream. No, just guys. What's up? Everything. How you doing? What's up, Brian? So, Brooklyn Marie, let me ask you, how did you find me? Did you find me from like the financial stuff, like the AMC stuff, or was it like music, or I'm just curious. Come to LA, right? I'm going back to Cali. My cousin's out there in LA. My cousin Joe. Thinking about eating a feast? Well, that's a good idea. That's always a good idea. Ah, that's funny. She's funny, Brooklyn Marie. Oh yeah. Real Aqua, yeah. How's your Real Aqua? How's your girl doing, man? How's she feeling? I know that she's dealing with cancer too. God bless her, man. God bless your girl, brother. God bless her. Thank you, Brooklyn Marie. My last live, you should check it out. The last live, not this one. Thank you. God bless her, Real Aqua. I'll keep her in my prayers. God bless her. Tell her I asked for her. Tell her I'm sorry about that. We had that little thing. I'm sorry about that again. She's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful person. I haven't really been myself lately. You have to understand. I think Real Aqua understands. I'm under a lot of stress and I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, man. And I think everybody could relate. When you're dealing with a lot of stuff, you tend to like not be yourself. I didn't mean any disrespect to anybody, especially to your girl, Real Aqua. I didn't mean any disrespect. Yes, I was saying, Brooklyn Marie, my last. I need a beer too. I need a beer. I go to Thank God It's Fridays all the time. Get a nice cold beer. You got to hear the song I wrote called "Feeling Good Tonight." It's all about needing a beer. Going out, having a great time. But I'm gonna sign off now. Listen, I got my kids with me. We're in the supermarket. We're gonna go pay for all this food and stuff. I'm gonna come back live in a little bit, do some like music. Hey, what's up, Hostile Takeover? Tito's and water, nice. I'm looking at your picture, Brian Reed. You look like this guy, no, a buddy of mine, John. He looks like John. I'm looking at his picture. Maybe it is him. Is that you? That's my friend in disguise? It looks just like John, doesn't it? Doesn't he look like John? Let me see something here. I'm 100% gonna email you back. 100% Brooklyn Marie. Actually, it does look like me. Actually, it is me. You got my picture. Wait, hold on a second. Well, I do look like John. People used to say that me and John look like twins. All right, Brooklyn Marie, I'm gonna definitely email you back. Okay, I'll be back, everybody.